I thought the turnout here in Humboldt was terrific. People understand wrestling here, and they wanted to see something that gravitated back toward the turn of the century style and catch as catch can. That's something my grandfather did on the plains of North Dakota. I mean, the great Walter Casber was one of those guys that understood it. So that's that link between my dad and me and my grandfather going back to turn of the century, back when Gotch was ruling the world. So I loved the crowd. The crowd was very informed.
I think it's fantastic. I think the history of it, how it's done the full circle, how Wigan and America first started with the cats wrestling in 1800s, and now it has done the full circle of where we are coming back to it. And we are introducing cats wrestling back into America and Japan. We're introducing it all over the world. There's snake bits popping up everywhere and cats wrestling. And I think the Wrestling Alliance, which is America and Wigan, will really drive the sport on and on, and we will build on what we've had today. Every year when I come, this gets bigger, the standard of wrestling gets better, and I think finally we will accomplish what we have set out to do.
Wrestling is at it's a modern age of wrestling right now. We were challenged to stay in the Olympic Games. America didn't respond, the world responded. And the world has responded with people who thought perhaps they could rest on their laurels and rest on what they thought wrestling was, strong. We didn't have strong leadership, we do now. We are bringing people back to the limelight that need the exposure, whether it's Billy or Mike Chapman, Roy here. It's the exposure to today's youth we need to continue doing, because once we expose the history of our sport, the rest does itself. Kids want to roll around. They want to compete. We prove that day in and day out. There's nothing more exciting than a wrestling match, and you have people that are well informed. They know what to expect. This was a terrific event because we saw some great catch wrestling here today in Humboldt, Iowa. I can't wait till next year. As a matter of fact, heck with it. Let's do it again next week. Are you game?
I'm game.
I am too.
I think it was all very good. The technique is definitely getting better, but it has quite a way to go, but it is getting better and better and better, and I'm sure if we all work together we will perfect it, or nearly perfect it. And as he was saying about the kids, it's a natural sport. Little lads, they are wrestling from this big, it comes natural to them to wrestle on the thing.